Morning, guys. I want you to think of the most offensive thing that you've ever heard, ever seen, ever heard somebody talk about. Just kind of let that soak in for a minute. Okay. Is that thing that you've thought of, the thing that you remember, something that's so awful that you would say, this should be beyond the realm of possibilities to see out in public. It shouldn't be published. These types of movies should not be filmed. They shouldn't be available for people to see, for people to talk about. That's just over the line. Yeah, sure, we have freedom of speech in the First Amendment. The press has freedom of press. People get to have their own opinions, but that's just too far. There should be certain things that are kind of protected. Well, this is the kind of question that France is having to discuss right now and decide on if there really is a line somewhere. And after 9/11 in the United States, we sort of went through this process too. We kind of had this discussion nationwide about, are there certain things in the Constitution, in the amendments, that should be kind of clamped down on a little bit, especially with search and seizure in the Fourth Amendment. Should there be restrictions for the good of everybody else? So, some of you may have heard about what happened in France on the morning of January the 7th. There was an attack on a satirical newspaper named Charlie Hebdo, and terrorists went into the news station, the cartoonist office buildings, and they shot and killed 13 cartoonists. By the end of the day, there were 17 people killed, and this has caused a worldwide reaction. What I would like for you guys to do, since the rest of the class is going to be working on their letters that they're going to submit where they have addressed an issue, sort of in relation to your Directing a Better World topics, I would like for the small group of students that's already done that project with Miss J to collaborate with each other and come up with something, basically a lesson for Friday. And what I would like for you to do, I'm going to be in the classroom and I'm there for as much or as little as you need me, but I'd like for you to generate discussion, to kind of present this idea of what happened with Charlie Hebdo. You can use images, you can use my smartboard, you can pass out pictures of the cartoons if you'd like to. I'll have the iPads checked out so you can direct students to go to look at certain cartoons if that helps. You could even show a video of the protest or of any of the things that might help to present just the idea of what actually happened. And then I would like for you to manage or facilitate a discussion in the class about whether or not there are certain things that are off limits. That could be in relation to religious jokes and parodies, race. So think back if somebody, and Charlie Hebdo did this, somebody published a picture of someone who is an African American and they drew them to look like a monkey. That would be offensive to me. What you need to talk about is that off limits, or is that protected, or should it be protected by the First Amendment? So what you're going to do to get started with this is go to my teacher page, look under Unit 4, and on the date of today, which is the 26th, you'll see that there's a Word document that is titled Offensive Speech. This is going to give you a framework. If you would like to use this as kind of your lesson plan, you can do that. That's great. You can use the links, any of them if you'd like to. I'll just tell you there's way too much content on here. There's more than you're going to need for the 40-ish minutes or so that you're going to have to do this. So you can pick and choose what you'd like. There are 5 of you in third period. There's 3 of you in fourth period. I'm okay with all of you combining together to come up with an idea and talking with each other if you'd like to. Obviously, those of you in third period would be teaching to the third period and fourth period to the fourth period. But if you want to use the same ideas and bounce those off each other, I'm completely okay with that. So after I present today's assignment to the rest of the class, I'm going to come back in and check on you guys. But for the time being, I'd like for you to go to my teacher page and open up that document and just skim through it and then gather any questions for me so that I can answer them when I get back. All right? Let's see how this goes. I'm really excited about this discussion.